Hey, what's up, YouTube? Martin here, bringing you guys a quick market update as well as some thoughts on why 2017, 2018 might just be the biggest year yet for cryptocurrencies and why it probably will. So, to get right into it, Bitcoin broke its new all-time high of, it just said 3,200 and now it's already up to 3,400. Pulled back just a tad bit since last night where it broke 3,400, but obviously doing very well, looking very bullish. A lot of the new chart analysis is showing Bitcoin going to 4,000, 5,000 sooner rather than later, and I think that's awesome. Bitcoin just continuing to show strength, look bullish. Ethereum doing very well as well. Neo broke out a lot over the weekend. I think it almost tripled from about $7 up to about 20, and that's awesome to see. And I just want to talk about this real quick as well. Thank you. If you guys are watching this from my Omise Go video, thank you so much for all the support on that video. That video is at like 11,000 views right now, which is incredible. For my first video that I would have never guessed that it would have gotten that many views. And obviously if you got in early, if you saw that video and you bought in, you did pretty well, but that wasn't the point at all. I just wanted to make a quick informative video for you guys, and yeah, it's done pretty well since then, so that's really cool to see. So I kind of want to just talk about why 2017, 2018, I think Bitcoin's really poised to make a run like we've never seen before. And part of that is not just Bitcoin, but kind of cryptocurrencies in general, where Goldman Sachs, all these mainstream news outlets are kind of really starting to pick up on it. And in this article, for example, this guy did a 122-page report on Bitcoin and several other digital currencies. He did the top 20 based on market cap, kind of analyzed them, some price predictions. But he basically is saying that by 2018, we could really see some huge growth. He was predicting $5,000 Bitcoin, $400 Ethereum, Litecoin to $80. So that's really cool to see. It's kind of hard to not make money when everything's going up, because when you have the top ones going up, everything's going to come up with it. So that's really cool to see. So yeah, point is that a lot of mainstream news, this is on CNBC, so a lot of news is really starting to pick up on cryptocurrencies, and he describes it as the genie's out of the bottle. People are starting to take note of it, and it's really starting to gain some traction here, guys. This article is big banks are rallying behind cryptocurrencies. It's mostly just, JP Morgan is talking about they have their own private Ethereum blockchain that they're using, which is, it doesn't affect the Ethereum price at all. It's on the private blockchain, but, nevertheless, they're picking up the technology and starting to use it. So that's really, really, really cool to see that they are on board with the technology. Because overall, that's kind of like what we're investing into is blockchain, and the obvious real world potential of it, in the many ways that it does. And I think we're not even close to being done with it. You're gonna see plenty of new awesome projects coming out here, new developers coming into the scene. But the reason I think 2017, 2018 is gonna be huge is because a lot of these projects that have just come out, ICOs and stuff like that in the past few months, they don't have products out. So, your average person isn't on these new platforms yet, because businesses, they're not interested in blockchain. They're interested in the way that blockchain is going to make their business more efficient, more cost effective, in ways that weren't possible before. And that's really cool that some of these businesses, like Factom, Omise Go, all these different companies are going to allow just a wide variety of plenty of new things that businesses can do, to now help them. And it's once those businesses start getting on board, it's really going to start to grow from there. So I think we're going to have a solid foundation coming in 2017, 2018, and then in the years after that is when we're going to see the most growth. And we might investors are looking for that too. So that's what you should be looking for as an investor, is companies that can make big change in the way other businesses do things, and the ones that will really change the world. So yeah, guys, I think kind of just talking about this as well, I think that all this stuff with the SEC is good as well. A lot of guys on Wall Street are they're looking at Bitcoin on the sidelines. They've been hearing all this stuff about the uncertainty of Bitcoin, the hard fork, and now that we got that behind us and we're hitting new all-time highs, Bitcoin's been in the news a lot. So the fact that it didn't die off and it's making new all-time highs is putting it in the news still, and people are going to continue to hear about it. That's going to get more people on board, and that's awesome because that's going to get new money on board and plenty of new investors, as well as once this SEC thing is figured out, we should be seeing I think that's going to be kind of a validator, or like legalization wise, towards cryptocurrencies, and why your bigger investors should really start getting on board. So that's gonna give a lot of incentive for them, because you're gonna really start to see some big gains after that. So yeah, guys, just kind of wanted to share some of my thoughts on all this stuff. The more you see Bitcoin in the news, the better. Keep watch on this stuff, because now is honestly, I think, the time where we're going to really start to gain some traction, and we've got a really bright future ahead of us. So thank you guys so much for listening. Got plenty of new videos coming out this week on reviews on other cryptocurrencies, stuff like that. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure to subscribe. And for now, I'm out. Peace.